Hi guys, thank you for joining me today on Becca's Craft Shack. So many of you love my crafts and ask me all the time how I make things. So I thought I'd put a YouTube channel together and start some tutorials so I can show you guys what I do. The first thing I want to share with you guys is how to make this crescent shaped wreath form out of a Dollar Tree round wreath form. First, I'm going to tell you the things that you need. I'm also going to put them down in the description box. You will need a Dollar Tree round wreath form. I've also seen these at Walmart. I'm sure you could buy them on some craft sites as well. I also use this Dollar Tree floral wire. I cut it into strips of like 8 to 12 inches long. And then of course, my handy dandy glue gun. All right, so I like to cut these down a bit. I generally take this outside layer off here. So you just take your wire cutters, which of course I forgot to mention you're gonna need these as well. Just take your wire cutters and you're just gonna clip as close as you possibly can down. And most of the time it does leave a little nubby there, but just clip as close as you possibly can all the way down. Okay, so I've taken that outer edge off and just put it to the side. The next thing that I need to do is go ahead and make my crescent opening. So I'm just gonna clip right here to the inside. Again, as close as you can possibly get, clip that wire off of there. And so you've got one end here, and then you're gonna go to the other side, and you're gonna clip that. Make sure you are clipping on the inside of the bar here, or outside if you will. I'm not sure what you'd like to call it, but basically you are gonna want these to be open and pliable because this is where the points come in and our lovely crescent shape, if you can see that on the wall behind me. So what I do here, I like to pinch them together and then kind of clip the edges off so that it's somewhat flush. So do that. Woo. Watch your eyes, because these things go flying. Watch out, Zekas. Okay, and so once I have it like that, I take my floral wire. I like to bend it in half, just because I feel like doubling it up makes more sense. So I bend it in half and make a little loop there. And then just like a yard sale tag, or I don't know what else would be like that. I guess just a yard sale tag. You want to just kind of wrap it around your end. This is tricky. I'm not going to lie. I sometimes fight with these things, so it's a little bit tricky, but just have some patience with yourself. Have a glass of wine before you get started. Listen to some wonderful meditation music because you will get a bit frustrated. So you want to get started. And just as tightly as you can. You want to keep this super tight, as tightly as you can. Just continue to kind of pull it down. Sometimes I don't have enough. Sometimes I have too much. And so I just continue to just kind of work it down to the end. And then I bring it all the way to the end there. And then what I like to do, of course, I've still got, after you get it on there, you're going to notice you have a couple more scragglies. So watch yourself. Okay, so you just bring it right to the end. Take your trusty glue gun. Well, actually, we don't want to cool it down yet. We need a hot, like hot sauce, or like the dishes that my teenage son didn't do. The dishwater is in there getting cold and it should be hot. Okay, so I just like to coat that really good with the glue gun. And a trick my mom showed me back in the day so you don't have all those strings. So there is the finished product. So of course, this is a bit clunky. You're gonna have to cover this with something. I like to cover it with this twine that I buy at Dollar Tree. They also sell this at Lowe's and Walmart too. Another really great thing to cover it with, excuse my mess, but here's this great like burlap ribbon. It's almost wired, so it's really great to cover it. I'll tell you, you need just over one of these to cover an entire crescent of this size. Yeah, so that's what I like to do. This particular one I used some green twine, and because I was putting the flowers in, I didn't weave it super tight, but you can weave it super tight, which also helps you kind of keep that crescent shape. So if you are buying these from Dollar Tree, something that you should know is it can be a bit weak. So you want to be cautious. Of course, you want it to be taut, but not tight. So I take back saying tight because you just want it to be taut, because if you do make it too tight, it can break. Like, we all know it's Dollar Tree stuff. So, you know, it can break. So just make sure it's taut, not super tight. Be pretty cautious when you're cutting it, that you're not going, you know, go as close as you can without really impacting this, because I'm telling you, I've broken, I don't know, I've made like 10 of these and I've probably broken 5 out of the 10. So just be, you know, firm but cautious. Of course, we're going to do the other side just like I did this. And then it comes out to be a crescent. This particular wreath right here, besides my amethyst, is all Dollar Tree. So these succulents I picked up from Dollar Tree. This is moss from Dollar Tree. The whole thing cost me less than $12 to make. So you can make beautiful creations from Dollar Tree crafts, Walmart crafts, all of that wonderful stuff. And I will definitely be back to share with you some more things that I like to make. I want to thank you again for taking your time to chat with me today on Becca's Craft Shack, and I hope you have a wonderful day.